Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are brand new to my channel, please consider to subscribe and also hit those post notifications. That way you're notified every time that I upload a brand new video. Also, if you could drop a like on this video, that's going to help boost it in the algorithm and reach more people that are wanting to start their pressure washing business and enjoy this satisfying content. Also, if you go to the description, I do have a few helpful links like my Amazon equipment where you guys can purchase all of your equipment if you just want to start your business. And then also I do have a free Facebook group, which I would like everybody to go ahead and join at Pressure Wash Community. Also in the description, I do have a pressure wash pricing handbook. This is going to teach you guys exactly how to price out all your jobs and how to quote those as well. And lastly, before we jump into the video, I do own an agency, 813 Agency, where I help you guys scale your pressure washing business. That's where I set up all of your Facebook advertisements for you, your Nextdoor ads, Craigslist ads, and also help you out with your Google My Business. So if you're interested in something like that, send me a text message, 843-888-2371, and let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so this is a job that we got from our Facebook advertisements. The customer messaged me directly from our advertisement, and that went directly to my business page. From there, I do have like an automated chat response set up. So it just basically got their telephone number and their address. I simply gave them a call within 30 minutes. I always like to give my customers a call literally as soon as I see that. And this way that they're not shopping around. So I call them, they know that I'm serious. The customer asked me, hey, I'm looking to get my house pressure washed. So I gave them a quote on the house, and, it's a very small house. So we were able to, give them a good price on that. But also they wanted like some other things on the property as well. Now I want to share with you guys, how do I actually quote out these jobs? That way you guys understand that your next client that calls you, how to quote out the job just like I do. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is pull up Google if you have like a search engine on your phone, or if you're using your computer, you can do that as well. Basically, before you call the customer, you want to have their address and you just want to type it in. I have an iPhone, so I just put it in directly to my Safari, and then I look up their address. First thing is Google pops up and it gives me a front view of their property, so that way I can see their driveway and everything in front of the home. Also, if the home has been recently listed online, maybe it's been sold or somebody just bought it, this is where you can look up on Zillow. So that would be the second listing underneath the Google where you can see the front. On the Zillow listing, you can see all the different pictures. Let's say this is good for looking at a pool deck or a fence or something in the background where you can't really get that from the street view. Also, this is good as well because on Zillow, they're going to actually give you the amount of square footage of the home, and that way you can go ahead and multiply that by your pricing. Also, when I look at the driveway, I price it out per hour. So depending on, how much you charge per hour, you want to get an idea of how long you think it's going to take. And then that's how I price out my jobs from, the driveway. And then also, roofs, I do multiply that times the square footage as well. So that's a little bit of an insight on how I actually quote out my jobs. I call the customer with their address already pulled up. Hey, this is John with Pressure Washing. How can we help you? And then the customer will say, hey, well, I'm looking to get this, and this done. And then boom, I just kind of look it up. I ask them a few questions. Hey, how dirty is it? What kind of material is it? If I don't really see it from the picture, just a few different questions that, that can better help me give them a pricing, because the dirtier it is, the more we're going to charge. And then lastly, I give them a quote over the phone. We agree on a day and time to go ahead and get that set up. Then we put them into our CRM. We use Thrive. So basically it sends a text message directly to a customer and also an email. So that way that they don't ever forget that we're coming to the property. So this is a good way of reducing your no-shows, and then also pre-qualifying, like basically sending out your, like, hey, if you could move your stuff, like just things that could automate the process to make it easier on you. So that way, you show up, there's no furniture on the actual concrete itself, and then boom, you can go ahead and get the job done a lot easier. Also kind of, share with the customer, maybe sometimes they're not going to be home. So your payment options, things like that, to go ahead and streamline the process. That way you don't run into those issues in the future. Now, after we quoted out the job and the customer agreed on that, and they've already been pushed through our CRM system, and the day is shown up and we're going to go to our customer's property to do the job. When we actually go there, we always reach out to the customer if nobody's home. we always want to make sure that we're on the right job, because sometimes we've actually done a job where it was the wrong house. So you always, and the customer gave us the wrong address. So you always want to make sure that before you start, you've confirmed with the customer, either by knocking on their door or by calling them, hey, let's go ahead and get started. And also you want to make sure that payment options is, number one, because if somebody's not home, you want to make sure that you're still going to get paid, because that's the worst feeling, is not being able to get paid. So make sure that you guys also offer those online payment methods. But yeah, so that's how, we work it out with the customer. And then always make sure that you do a walk around with the customer before you leave, because the last thing that you guys want to do is leave the property after you've gotten paid and have to come back. I see this all the time. Never, never, never come back, because that's going to slow up your other jobs and hold you back from getting, new clients. So always make sure that you do a walk around. Sometimes if the customer's not there, they'll ask for pictures. So take very detailed pictures, or you could FaceTime them and show them around the property if they have any questions. But this is just some tips to save you some headache in the future. All right, so we're nearing the end of this video. If you guys have stayed all the way to this part, please drop a comment down below. I thank you guys so much for watching my channel and supporting me. It really helps me out a lot if you like this video. And also drop a comment down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or join my Facebook group and make a post there, and I'll get back to you guys right away. Hope you guys have a great holiday, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.